this is what it used to look like in Music City. Live music in bars in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. They've gotten the same raw deal Texas bars have.
The revenue loss to these business owners who have been struggling, since March, it's just absolutely criminal.
It's been a full 24 hours and we still don't have the answers we're looking for.
Emails showed the city of Nashville exaggerated just how many COVID cases were even traced to bars. They're busted, but hey, at least they actually traced cases to bars.
Because bars are nationally recognized as COVID spreading locations, they are still not able to open at this time.
Hey, Gov, where's the actual evidence that bars in Texas are responsible for spreading any coronavirus in the entire state? You gave that big contact tracing contract to MTX for $295 million, but you fought us ever since just to see what the heck they did.
This is crazy. This is just crazy. What the heck is going on?
No one's explained why their headquarters was empty.
TABC, you can't take my liberty.
When desperate bar owners and their out-of-work employees went to TABC headquarters in Austin just looking for answers, the entire government agency just took the whole day off. Cops threatened arrest. That whole First Amendment thing is just a bother.
Now I'm just pissed off. I don't like him. I think he's selfish. I think he's a sellout. I think he doesn't care about us.
Bar owners who've paid hefty state taxes and fees for years now face raids instead, just for the crime of trying to operate. Up to 8 lawmen in Fort Worth's Rail Club Live Bar alone one night.
Meanwhile, you got thousands of small business owners that are starving to death. They're just like me, pulling their hair out, trying to figure out how to make ends meet.
The frustration has led to the creation of the Children of Liberty Facebook page.
There'll be a lot of places never open up again.
The owner of Uncle Gary's Bar in Pflugerville has just sold the place where his famed honky-tonk sits. Dreams now gone.
So if Abbott wanted to Texas, he'd done a good job.
I will stand, I will fight, there's nowhere left to run.
The Six Springs Tavern in Richardson, Texas, used to have live music much of the week. It's Carrie Springs' baby.
Put too much into this venue to let it just to roll over and die.
But the grip is tightening, and it's not just the raids.
It's just outrageous. They are the Gestapo.
Get this. Some of these struggling bars have now had their bank accounts drained, frozen by the state of Texas.
I had like over $7,000 in the account, and I woke up one day and went to check on it, and it was gone.
This is entirely frustrating and unnecessary. We've been trying for months just to get facts. What are the facts that there was any coronavirus spread in a Texas bar? In case you've never been in a bar, they're not all the same. A sweaty dance club in Houston isn't the same as some dive bar out in the country. The governor knows we're destroying lives in the name of saving lives. Okay, let's see the facts. And that's why the secrecy should be unacceptable. Here in Houston, the Harris County Health Department says they're too busy to tell us how and where the virus was spread. They admit they didn't bother to trace to see if the protests caused any virus. But damn, those small-town honky-tonks, they're the problem. The city of Houston has gone to the Attorney General to keep the truth about their numbers a secret.
The numbers that the state reports every single day to keep track of the spread of coronavirus have been wrong.
All while we see news coming in from all over the country. Not just minor math mistakes, but gross exaggerations, cover-up. From one side of the country to the other, we find out that in Texas, the numbers were often higher because of backlog cases that weren't counted when they actually happened.
People are just fed up with all this.
Montgomery County Judge Mark Keogh went on Facebook the other day to say what a lot of Texans think. You don't trust the numbers anymore, Judge.
Well, no.
Keough sees the horrible economic costs of coronavirus across the country, but he does the math the media doesn't seem to want to do.
The fact of the matter is, every time I look at it, it's right at that 99% recovery. I look at these numbers every day, it doesn't lie, and it never changes, which was my argument to the governor. Governor, if we open, if we close, if we wear masks, if we don't mask, if we partially open, the numbers are the same.
Today, the 4,000 men and women of the Houston Fire Department and the Houston Professional Firefighters Association, IAFF Local 341, mourn the passing of our brother, Captain Tommy Searcy.
We just lost our third Houston firefighter to this virus in September. Watching fire helmets handed to his kids, well, it's a gut punch. Some of us know people who've gotten really sick, even died. But we can't be afraid to put out the numbers that tell the real story about this virus. As of September 18th, there have been 1,031 reported coronavirus deaths in the entire city of Houston, a city with a population of at least 2.3 million people. 91 people, 91, have died just from COVID-19. Just 9% of all the deaths. The rest had underlying health conditions. 521 were over the age of 70. That's more than half the victims. 768 over the age of 60. 55% of all deaths are among Hispanics. All horrible stories. Prayers should go out, but also important facts. But this may be the most critical number, and you won't find it on the Harris County dashboard or the State Health Department COVID dashboard. It's the number of people who got sick enough from COVID-19 to end up in the hospital.
You can have 100,000 people that are tested and 10 of them require hospitalization. So yes, it's spread, but it's not as deadly as you might think it is, or it's not debilitating to that community as you might think it is.
Lori Upton works for CTRAC, the Southeast Texas Regional Advisory Council. They keep track of the strain on Texas hospitals. We'll dig deeper into Southeast Texas, population 9 million. Our worst week for hospitals was the third week in July. 2 months ago, nearly 4,100 folks hospitalized in 25 counties. In the home of the Texas Medical Center, our worst days were in mid-July too. Look at ICU beds. On July 18th, 841 COVID patients were in intensive care. But look at last week, mid-September, just 171. That's an 80% decrease. Yet look at the Harris County coronavirus dashboard. It's still on the most severe, highest level possible. Stay home.
We can go to orange in a matter of days, a week or two. We could if we keep at it.
Is this just about public health, or is there a dash of politics too?
I believe absolutely it's politics. I believe that it is specifically designed to undermine a conservative party.
The vast majority of our students function best in face-to-face learning. Our students need to be in school.
Let us open. Let us feed our family.
Boot and Saddle Club in the small town of Nevada, Texas, lost their liquor license for a month just trying to stay in business.
We are discriminated against. We're discriminated against because we serve 51% alcohol, and it's against our Constitution.
While bars close down for good, the governor adds insult to injury.
It is important for them to know that we are focused on finding ways to get them open.
A food truck outside a bar is now a way around the shutdown. But that doesn't change the danger of COVID in a bar, does it? Just a math percentage? Governor, are we really going to leave these people unemployed, bankrupt, homeless?
He's destroyed the state of Texas. Seriously, Abbott, you've destroyed the state of Texas. You have ruined so many lives